And so it begins. Folks, who is ready for some... Wait a minute, it's still way too early in the season for me to be doing that. I'm just not feeling it. But yeah, how about football? That's the best you'll get out of me. And so it begins. The second season of our Strat-O-Matic football playthrough kicks off. On Thursday, we saw the official kickoff with the Panthers and Dolphins, which ended in a shocking result. Now we get it for real, as we have our usual weekly game all set and ready to go. And it features two teams that made the conference final last season. Can one of these two teams do it again? It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. In the first week of the second season of our playthrough for Strat-O-Matic, you know what? It's still too early for that, so football. Look, I'll get my energy level up eventually, okay? But just give me some time. Howdy, folks. It's Morgoth the Barbarian here, and we're resuming our Strat-O-Matic football playthrough officially. As you saw on Thursday, when the Dolphins and Panthers and Dolphins kicked us off, Panthers ended up winning on a last-minute field goal to steal the victory there. So the defending champions are already in a 1-0 hole. And so will one of these two teams, which also made it to... Well, one of them made their conference final. The other was in the Super Bowl with Miami. The Raiders are in one team, and they were the team that met Miami in the conference final. I believe they went 10-7 last season, so we'll see if they can repeat their progress, or if this year will be different, as in the Chiefs will finally win their division and knock them out. The Commanders, meanwhile, surprisingly won the NFC East and just went on a Cinderella run, beating the Rams. They beat I forget who else they did, but I know they faced the Packers in the final NFC title game and won that one. Yeah, I think that's how that went. I kind of don't remember. And of course, they lost to the Dolphins in the final, but they've got a long road ahead of them, especially if they want to hold off teams like Philadelphia, Dallas, and even San Francisco. So we'll find out if they will get on the right foot to restart their journey. So, anyways, this would be the part where I would do my weekly review, but obviously there's no games to recap as of right now. So let me just set up and we can get right into it. All right, we're all set and ready to go here. The Raiders will be in the green, and the Commanders get their red, which is apparently their team color. Hey, would you look at that? It worked out. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't in awkward ways. All right, Raiders are the ones that are the away team, so they'll call odds. Hey, there it is. And you know what? They're going to let the Commanders take the ball, so the Raiders will get it in the second half. And we are underway here. So let's see. Raiders. There we are. Okay. Wait, Raiders were green, right? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Opening kickoff time. And Washington's going to grab it at the 25. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Wrong one. And yeah, I need the green guy. There we go. All right. Almost a snafu there. Whatever. Close enough. All right. So Washington will get the opening kickoff, and here is their starting lineup. Their quarterback for this scenario is Taylor Heineke. Again, these are 2022 card sets. We got Curtis Samuel at the flanker, even though he's with the Bills. Johan Dotson's kind of their third wide receiver, even though he's now with the Eagles. I don't understand that one. For this one, I'll probably bring in John Bates. Brian Robinson Jr. is the halfback. Logan Thomas is the tight end. And Terry McLaurin is split. All right. We got that all set up. Everybody's got their timeouts and downs. Excellent. All right, 1st and 10 here. Start off with a off-tip line buck run. 6 with a potential penalty. Oh, this is a fun start. And right off the bat, we're losing a yard, and there's a penalty attached to this. Oh, we're off to a great start. Oh, look at that. Number 2, it's a holding penalty, isn't it? Okay, it's a great way to begin the game with a holding penalty. Jeez, 10 yards. Yes, I do use penalties even though I'm playing as the elementary setting, so hey, it is what it is. 1st and 20. There's also a couple other rules too, which I'll explain if we get to them, just in case anybody missed the last episode. 9 on a flat. To the receiver, it's starting with Logan Thomas, who gets absolutely nothing. Incomplete. So Heineke's first pass to Logan Thomas misses. 2nd and 20. Another potential penalty, and then an 8. It's a 2-yard gain unless it doesn't count. And it doesn't count because the Raiders lined up offsides. Brilliant. 5 yards for them. Okay, so they've ran the ball twice and not gotten any of it. Official carries. Okay, good to know. On 2nd and 15, it's going to be a 7-yard completion to Brian Robinson Jr. So there, I got him involved. He gets pushed out at the 27, so it's going to be a 3rd and 8 here shortly. No, 7. All right, 3rd and 8 it is. I'm going for our, wait a minute. You guys should be flipped. There we go. I need to split over here and the flanker over there. Gotcha. All right, 3rd and 8. 5 on a short. To the receiver, it's Terry McLaurin. And he will get, I'm reading the wrong card. How about 17 in the 1st? There we go. Wow, from 1st and 20 to getting a 1st down. Excellent. The always reliable Terry McLaurin gets 17, and he gets a 1st. All right, new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 44. Let's see if this running play counts. Oh, it does. Look at that. Robinson gets 4 on his first carry. Official carry, that is. All right, 2nd and 6. They're going to do it again. And the Raiders will miss this one completely. 5 on an off tackle. No gain. That stinks. Okay. How about a 3rd down over here and 6? 11 on a flat. It's incomplete unless this penalty counts. And it will. Opponent number 2. Whoops. I do not know what this is. That's got to be, yep, defensive pass interference. Wait. Oh, it's personal. It's a personal foul. Personal foul against the Raiders. Someone may have gotten flagged for taunting. That's going to be 15 yards and an automatic 1st down. It's the Raiders, okay? What you expect? They pull stuff like this all the time. All right. Since I'm moving down the field, in walks Johan Dotson. I'll switch it up a little bit. 1st and 10. 8. 2 yards for them. 2 yards for Robinson on that next carry. 2nd and 8. I'm going to try it. Raiders will miss this one. 8 on a short. And it's 11 yards in the 1st. Doxson, who just checked in, gets that one. First down. All right, 1st and 10. Do it again. From the 24, they're definitely in field goal range for sure. 7 on an off tackle. It's a 2-yard run for Robinson. Okay, 2nd and whatever this down is, 8. Raiders are gonna think pass. 7. Good thing they did. It's a 7-yard gain. And, yep, they're 1 yard shy. That's Terry McLaurin again. Third and 1, and they're going to try to run it in, and... You know what, they're going to think past the Raiders, so they're going to miss this. 7 on a line buck. Oh yeah, 5 yards, 1st down. That's easy. They missed the run, and Robinson gashes him for 5. And we've got a 1st and goal to go right from the 10. Bates is back in. Can't call the same play twice, so off tackle run it is. On 1st and... It actually is 10. Okay, so they need the full 10 yards to score. 7 on an off tackle, and Robinson goes nowhere. He's stuffed. 2nd down and 10. 8 on a flat to the receiver. We're going to Logan Thomas, who is only getting a yard and nothing further. All right, so that's unfortunate. 3rd and 9. All right, here we go. 4 on a short. Uh-oh. 2 or a 3. This is trouble. Hey, there's a 3, but that's not what we were looking for. Incomplete. They were looking for McLaurin on a short route, and it doesn't work out. So out comes the field goal kicker. Since that didn't really merit anything. It's going to be Joey Sly from 26. The kick is up. Or excuse me, 25. Oh, he got it. Yeah, it's good. All right, so good opening drive there for the Commanders. That works out. Maybe not necessarily the way they wanted, but they'll take 3 points. So Joey Sly hits from 25 yards out. And the home team gets on the board first. I got to wake up my scheduling operator. Up, he is awake, and there you go. 3-0 in favor of the Commanders. And as they take the opening drive, get 5.5 minutes, and boom, they get a field goal. All right. Now we'll see if the the Raiders can respond here shortly. Wrong team, buddy. All right, let's start with the kickoff for the Commanders here. Ooh, short kick. Yikes, to the 11. Oops, there it is. And it's returned for a gain of... So now switch these bad boys out. 22 yards. Okay, wow. Some decent field position there for the Raiders. They start at their own 33. Not bad, not bad. All right, Raiders starting lineup. Their quarterback is Derek Carr, even though he's with the Saints. We're a couple years behind. Devontae Adams is the flanker. He should be over there. Matt Collins is playing the split. Darren Waller is your tight end, even though he's retired, but not in this game. Josh Jacobs is in, even though he's with the Packers, but who's counting? And they're going to start with Hunter Renfrow in the slot. I don't know what happened to him, but we'll see. All right, 1st and 10 here. Raiders elect the pass first, right off the bat. 7, and nah, incomplete. Derek Carr was looking for Mac Hollins on the first pass of the game. All right, 2nd and 10 here. Need to move that. All right. 8. Linebuck and Josh Jacobs gets nothing. And I mean nothing. All right, that's unfortunate. 3rd down. 3rd and 10. 6 on a short, and we have a penalty attached to it. It's 11 yards to Davante Adams if it were to hold, but it will. Hey, look at that. All right. No penalty, and Davante Adams gets 11 in the first. Okay, there we go. Their best receiver, without a doubt. All right, 1st and 10. 8. That off-tackle run only gets a yard and nothing further. So Josh Jacobs with a slow start. 2nd and 9. Commanders will not see this coming. 6 on a misplayed off linebacker run, and Josh Jacobs is only getting 3. Oh, wait a minute. He might not be getting 3 after all. No, he's getting 3. Okay. 3rd and I believe it's 6, right? Yeah, 3rd and 6. All right. Let's try you. 8 on a flat to the receiver. Darren Waller is going to get 10 and the first. Okay, there it is. It's Darren Waller for 10, and the first down is obtained. Raiders now moving the ball. 1st and 10. 4 and no yards for Jacobs. Ugh. Very slow start for him. 2nd and 10. That's a re-roll if it goes in the crack like that. I know. 9 yards, but it's not enough for the first. At least not yet. He's a yard short. That was Darren Waller, by the way. Waller again gets that one. All right, it's a 3rd down here. I'm going to try Renfro. 5 on a flat. And maybe he's getting the first? I don't know. No, you're not getting the first because this is a penalty on you. Oopsies. Yep, holding. Holding on the Raiders. That's going to push you back 10 yards. Well, congratulations. It's now 3rd and 11. How do you feel? All right, we'll try it. That also kicks him out of field goal range, I'm afraid. To the receiver, to Davante Adams. 7. Nothing's there, so incomplete. That stinks. 4th and 11. All right, so remember how I was saying there was new rules I was putting in place? This is one of them. We're coffin kicking it. So how this works, it's like a regular punt, only I try to aim for the end zone. So here's the regular punt from A.J. Cole. It's 11. It's a 39-yard punt, which actually is probably bad. But now I've got to roll all of these, subtract the total dice result, and if it's an X, the return still happens. So in this case, we're subtracting 5 from that amount, so 34-yard punt. And if my math is correct, the 9-yard line is where we're situated at, with about 5 minutes remaining in the game. So that's how one of the new rules I was mentioning. This is from the advanced rule kit, but I'm putting it into ours just to add a little bit more intrigue here. Well, that good Raider drive ended kind of badly, so whoops. Nice timely holding penalty to kind of kill that one off, so. Alright, so normally this would be where I cue the music, except not this time. This time we're just going to skip ahead to the next highlight, so I'll be back in a little bit to see what happens here. Hopefully, we shall see. And hopefully it's a good one, too. Not something silly like a safety or pick six or... You know what I mean. All right. All right. 4th down. Unfortunately, the Raiders could not move the ball, and they almost had an interception there. But Daniel Carlson's still going to come down for a 42-yard field goal here to tie the game. Kick is up. And I think he should be fine. 23 for 42. Oh, yeah. Kick is good. Daniel Carlson nails it from 42 yards out, and we have a tie ball game all of a sudden. And so Josh Jacobs was getting some good running there, but I'm afraid the drive had stalled out for whatever random reason. And we have a tie ball game at 3 apiece. All right. So good job to the Raiders to finally notch this thing up. There's still plenty of time here, but so far no touchdowns. Okay, well, we'll see if something picks up here. All right, back to this, and it's now 2nd and 19. That's just pitiful. That's just pitiful. Ugh. And an injury. To add insult to injury, Josh Jacobs gets no gain. So now we have our first injury roll. 2 twos. Uh-oh. Who am I targeting? Whoever's in the fullback slot. So Foster Moe or Morneau, I'm sorry, but you are out of here. 7, and you should be fine. Oh, yeah. So Morneau's just out for the game. I'll set you over here. But fortunately, he will be back. He cannot be used any further. Okay, 1st and 10 here. I'm going to take a shot here because I can. Washington thinks they're actually going to see it coming. 1st and 10. 5 and a long. Oh, there it is. Long gain. Oh, my goodness. Somebody finally did something. See if this long gain is 41 yards and a 1st down for Davante Adams, who steps out. It doesn't matter. It's a 2-minute warning. And you know things are bad in this game when that's been the highlight of the day right there. That 41-yard completion to Davante Adams. It has been basically a game of punts. Add one injury to the Raiders' backup tight end. That has been the kind of game we have been at. Just punts, endless punts, nothing but punts. It's been the game if you love punting. No. Yeah, score is still the same, but now the Raiders just got a 41-yard completion to Davante Adams, and yeah, now we've got something. We might actually see a touchdown here. All right, 1st and 10. I know, miracle, am I right? 5 on a linebacker. Oh, God, really? Oh, well, it's only a 2 that this is a problem. I rolled a 12. I mean, Jacob still loses a yard, but I'm surprised that didn't trigger anything. All right, Raiders are going hurry up here because they clearly can't do anything. This game is just a all-out mess. All right, 2nd down. 11. That was guessed correctly, so incomplete. Carr was looking for Josh Jacobs, and he found nothing. All right, 3rd and 10. This is getting ugly. 3rd and 11, excuse me. It's even worse. Oh, it's about to get even worse now. 2 through 7 or a 12. And there's a potential penalty. That did fall in the crack, so I'm counting it as a reroll. No, it's an incompletion. Whoever was covering Adams dropped the ball. To make matters worse, there is a penalty against the Raiders, so that play wouldn't have mattered unless that would have counted as a pick. All right, we have a holding penalty, and I'm actually going to take it and push him back 10 yards. We're going to make this field goal a lot tougher. They're still in it, but now Carlson's got to kick a 56-yarder, so I'll make this way more difficult on him than it needs to be. Good. That has been that kind of game, ladies and gentlemen. All right, 3rd and now forever. Probably 21. Yeah, 3rd and 21. Jeez. 7 on a short. And the Raiders have now been kicked out of field goal range because it's a sack. Wow. Okay, it's not a fumble, but it's going to be a split sack for 3-yard loss. Hold on a minute. Let me try to do this. I can tell you right now the Commanders are using a timeout. That's their first. So let's just start with that. The clock stops. The sack has to be split since I rolled a 6. That's a reroll. We've got Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne collaborating on that sack. So the two defensive tackles get credit split that sack. They basically meet Carr in the middle there as he stepped up, and yeah, that happened. So that huge pass play goes for naught. They're no longer in field goal range. That is just wonderful. And I guess out comes the coffin kick. Not exactly what I want to be doing here. Very disappointing for the Raiders. So much for someone doing something. Guys picked a good time to come back, now didn't you? Oh, we got a potential penalty. 52, okay. Need at least a 10, 11 to keep this in balance. Otherwise, it's a touchback. Nope, that is a touchback. 51 minus 8 is 43. That just barely made it through, but what's this penalty here? Nothing. Okay, so Washington gets it at the 20. That was the most disappointing pass play that I have ever seen. Wow. Okay. It's been that kind of game, ladies and gentlemen. Just punts. Endless punts. I mean, come on. You got to see one right there. Isn't that exciting? Don't you just love punting? I don't. I mean, just good grief. All right. I need to get something going for Washington. They want to take advantage of this, so here. I'm going to bring in... I might do an empty set later on, but we'll bring in a Ronnie Rodgers. Oh, wait. Ronnie Rodgers is a tight end. Oh, they don't have any more. All right, so Logan Thomas has to step in. This is not what I want to be doing. I didn't realize Ronnie Rodgers was a blocking back, but here we are. Apparently, they only have 3 wide receivers and 4 running backs. Okay, that makes sense. All right, 1st and 10. Hopefully, none of them get injured. I know last season Terry McLaurin was out for a long time, and they managed to survive, so who knows? Maybe they'll do it again. Oh, God, and we're starting off with an interception roll. 2 through 6. And there it is, intercepted, picked off. Heineke gets picked off. Here comes the return. Oh, man. Okay, that's probably going for nowhere if I were to take a guess. Yeah, it's going for nowhere, and we have a penalty on top of it. Opponent number 3, so as if that didn't get any worse. Okay, so there was a holding, but it's obviously going to get declined. All right, so yeah, we have a holding penalty according to our cheat sheet, but that one is getting declined for obvious reasons, as in the Raiders just got the ball back, so Heineke dropped back the pass. He was looking for his main target, Terry McLaurin, and he completed the pass to Nate Hobbs. One slight issue, Nate Hobbs is not on the Commanders. Oops. Yeah, that is kind of an issue now, isn't it? So the Raiders do get the ball back at the 34. That is also our first turnover of the game, too. We'll see if that can actually do mean anything in the grand scheme of things. Meanwhile, the Raiders have a minute 7 to actually score. They have all 3 timeouts. They've got it 1st and 10 at the Washington 34 here. All right. Let's see if they can actually do something with it. They didn't. They squandered the 41-yard pass to Adams. Certainly they can't squander this one, right? And Josh Jacobs starts off by giving us a yard. Okay, that's yeah. It's been that kind of a game, folks. All right, 2nd and 9. There's a minute remaining. 7 incomplete. Carr was looking for Waller. 3rd down. 7 on a short. Oh, nothing's there either. Oh, this is wonderful. He was looking for Waller a 2nd time, and he found nothing. All right, Daniel Carlson's attempting this 50-yarder. We got to at least get points out of it. My goodness. Carlson from 50. Good luck. 2 through 8 or a 12. Kick is up. Oh, well, it's good, but nothing's there. It's good. At least the field goal kickers and punters showed up. So we're having ourselves some special teams shenanigans. So, you know what? I'll give both teams that. At least their special teams units showed up to play. But I can't say anything else about this game whatsoever. Carlson nails it from 50. And the Raiders are in the lead 6-3. This game just keeps getting more hilarious by the minute. Like I said, at least the punters and kickers are showing up, but I can't say the same about anybody else. And I guess the defense, if we're being honest, so. All right. Kickoff time is going to the 25. All right, Washington has 2 timeouts and 45 seconds to not do what they just did again. I believe they get the ball back to start the 2nd half. Am I correct on that one? No, it's the Raiders who get it back. Okay. Yep, that is correct. The Raiders do get the ball back to start the 2nd half, so let's see what we got here. I'm going to at least try one. 1st and 10 here from the 25. Washington looking to get something going too. Incomplete on the long pass. There's nothing there. All right. I was looking for McLaurin deep and then found nothing and said, all right, for 2nd down. Nine on the short pass to the receiver to Samuel. And he gets 10, and he goes out of bounds. 1st down. So Samuel picks up 10 there. That's literally all they can do for the most part. All right, 1st and 10. Do it again. 11 on a long pass. Ooh, there you go. 34 yards to Curtis Samuel. 19 to the 31, and we're going to have a timeout called. So let me give the 34 yards to Curtis Samuel on my cheat sheet. My stat sheet, excuse me. And clockwise, Washington uses a timeout. Because it was a long pass, I'm mandating at least 15 seconds come off. We'll say... You know what? I'll give them the extra second. Okay, there you go. Timeout is called. 22 seconds left. Washington just spent their 2nd. All right, 1st and 10. Let's see if I can at least get in the field goal range. I think we kind of are, but let's get closer. Long card. Oh, no! Long gain. It's a touchdown. Because the minimum I could roll is 35. Doesn't matter. Touchdown. Oh, wow. There you go. And we got some action finally. And it's Curtis Samuel a second time. This time from 31. And this time he connects on the TD from Taylor Heineke. Curtis Samuel putting in some work to get that touchdown pass, catching not one, but two long passes to get in there. Very nice. Joey Sly's extra point is good. At long last, we finally have our first touchdown of the game. And all it took was two long passes to Curtis Samuel to finally make it happen. And of course, in that scoring play, it was Heineke, 31 yards to Samuel. Commanders have the first lead, and we finally have our first touchdown of the game. 10-6 in favor of Washington. The Commies are winning. Yay! Wait. All right, never mind. There's still 15 seconds left, by the way. To the 7. Well, now there's only going to be 8 yards. 1 second left. All right, let's see how far this kickoff return gets for the Raiders over here. Just 19. So the Raiders will have it at 26. There's just a split second left. I'm going to put their cards up anyways because in theory they're... All right, yeah, I'll put it up here just so I can have it for when I'm ready here. Obviously, the Raiders, like I said, will get the ball back in the second half. Do I just want to take a knee and call it a day or try something? You know what? They are from Las Vegas. Let's see if they get lucky. Why the heck not? Last play of the quarter. This doesn't even matter anymore. Last play of the half. Pfft, doesn't that figure? 2 through 9. This is a pick. Yep, it's an interception. Oh, dear. That's what I get for busting. Now, is this going to be a pick 6? That's really the only thing that can cause harm here. I think we should be okay if you're the Raiders. Yeah, it's only a 13-yard return there. That's not even anywhere close. But that's how the half ends, with an interception thrown by Derek Carr, because why the heck not? He needs to be even worse, so... He was looking for Davante Adams. He just threw it up there, and I think he may have just thrown it terribly. Maybe something got in his eyes. I don't know. But either way, he ended up completing it to Benjamin St-Juste, who does not play for his Raiders, so whoops. Fortunately, somebody tackles St-Juste before all hell can break loose, and yeah, that's how the half ends. And that should probably tell you how well this game is going for both teams right about now. 10-6. What a miserable game. Wrong screen. What a miserable half there. Jeez. That's was just pitiful. A lot of punting. A lot of punting. Look at Derek Carr. This is just... Well, that interception just made his quarterback rating even worse. He would have been better off throwing all incompletions, essentially. Oh, man, that's horrible. Jacobs has done next to nothing. Outside of Davante Adams, nobody has done anything on the receiving front. And like I said, at least the kicker showed up. And, of course, Hobbs got a pick, and they have 2 sacks. The Commanders... Excuse me. Hey, they're a little bit better. How does Heineke have 180 yards? Huh, okay, that's random, but we'll take it. He's got a touchdown and a pick. They've done nothing on the ground. Samuel had those 2 long passing plays. Otherwise, this would look like total dog water, too. It would look almost as bad, if not worse, than the Raiders if it wasn't for Samuel catching those 2 long passes. 4 for 86 and a touchdown. And, yeah, then there's this. So at least the defenses and kickers at special teams units has shown up. I can't say the same thing about anybody else in this game, I'm afraid. So, all right, we'll see if the second half's better or if this is going to be even more depressing. How did both these teams make it to the conference final again? I don't get it. All right, well, that's exactly why I re-updated my scoring tables just for something like this. So. All right, second half. Here's hopefully it's not as depressing. All right, 4th and 2. We've made it to our first major point, and I'm going for it. You know what? The hell with this. I'm going for it. 4th and 2. Let's see what we got. 4 and a flat? Nope. It's going to be turnover on downs, but will be an interception on top of it. Almost! Almost! Oh, man. St. Just almost had another one. Instead, he drops the ball, but it really doesn't matter because it's a turnover on downs, really. So, no harm, no foul, but yeah, that could have been really bad. And, of course, the Raiders went for it on 4th down and 2 and find absolutely no success whatsoever. That has been kind of the story of their night. Just one drop missed opportunity after another. Commanders will get the ball back at the 45. My goodness, they're just floundering over here. 3rd and... Okay, another 4th down. 4th and 5, but this time Joey Sly is going to try and kick it. Oh, boy. 2 through 6 or 12. Oh, boy. From 52. This is no gimme. Kick is up. And I'm pretty certain he's missing this one. Yep, no good. Kick sales will say wide left. And Joey Sly misses his first kick of the game. Not exactly how you would have wanted to draw that up. They probably should have considered going for it, but alas, that's how their attempt ends up. And the Commanders get nothing out of that promising drive. Or it looked promising for about 15 seconds before all of a sudden they remembered, you know, whatever. And way to abandon your don't punt strategy. Yeah, how'd that work out for you? Should have just stuck to punting, fools. All right, we are back with the Raiders, and they're not in field goal range. They're facing another 4th down. They're going for it yet again. No more punting. They've totally abandoned the rely on our punter strategy. Oh, that's going to be a mess. All right, let's start with what happens. Bad news. Washington actually... So good news and bad news for Washington. Good news, they stopped Davante Adams 3 yards short. He only gets 1. Ouch. All right, I guess it's kicking time. And Joey Sly is going to attempt the 44-yarder as it's 4th down here. All right, Joey Sly will make this attempt. The kick is up, and it is... Uh-oh. No good! No good! Sly pushes another one. This one from deeper. Again. Long pass. 5 on a long... Oh, there it is! Long gain. Oh, my goodness, it worked. Probably going to be 35 yards, right? 38, the Davante Adams. There it is. 37, 27. Almost. Okay, he gets up to the 23. Not bad, not bad. Oh, he goes out of bounds, too. So there we go. Davante Adams catches it deep for the 2nd time today and gets 38. Very nice. Believe he is now over 100 yards. Oh, yeah. 121. Not bad. All right, we'll stick with this. 1st and 10, folks. Raiders driving. 5 on an off tackle. Uh-oh. 2 through 5 or 12. Ooh, that was close. I almost rolled a fumble, but instead Jacobs loses a yard. So we'll take that over to fumble, but still, that is not... He's not doing anything. 2nd and 11. They're trying an end run. I don't know if this is going to work or not. 7. No, it's not. Because the Washington knew it was coming. They're giving this passing attack no respect. 3rd and 11. Last play of the third quarter. 9 on a short. To the receiver, we're going to Adams. And he is going to get 19 in the first. And the Raiders are finally on the doorstep as this third quarter comes to a close. There you go. So the Raiders look like they are about to score here. It's Devontae Adams for 19. We've now entered a final period. As you can see, the Commanders have the lead, but maybe not for long. Okay, first and goal to go from the 5. This is clearly going to cause me to put in the fullback. For right now, at least. Okay, that might change as we get closer. All right, first and goal to go from the 5. That's going to result in an injury roll, I'm afraid, for Washington. Meanwhile, they only give up a yard. So Jacobs gets a yard. I got to roll for an injury on Washington's side because we got all 6s. So let me resolve this first. Their strong safety is gone for 2 games. So now I actually have to record this. Ouch, that hurts. Yep, 2 games, and that is going to take out Bobby McCain. He is gone for this game and the next 2, so I'll make a note of that. That's unfortunate, but alas, that's how it goes sometimes. Meanwhile, speaking of which, it's 2nd and 4. Yeah, I know they were playing the pass, but yeah, they're going to play the run on this one. 2nd and 4. 5 on a flat. Touchdown! They gave up 9, but Vegas only needed 4 to score, and it's Darren Waller doing the honors. There it is. Darren Waller sneaks behind the defense and catches a 4-yard TD pass. The extra point from Daniel Carlson is good. He just barely made it. He doinked it off the crossbar even. All right. So the Raiders finally take the lead on a touchdown pass. Very nice drive. I don't know if their offense finally woke up or if they just did just enough to get that one. Doesn't matter. Raiders are now back in the lead by a field goal, 13-10. It's still very early in the third quarter, and this is still anyone's game in reality, but maybe this is when everybody starts scoring. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Well, that was quick. Some impressive running, and now a face mask penalty, and the Commanders are now inside the 20. Well. This is just getting interesting. I think both offenses did wake up. And also some help from the defense on the miscues, so there's that. Meanwhile, Brian Robinson's first carry is for nothing. All right. We have a 2nd and 10 now. Raiders will think pass. They got fooled on this one by the off-tackle run, and instead, Robinson's still getting 2. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll allow it. All right. 3rd and 8. Let's see if the Commanders can convert this one. 10 on a short. 12 yards, and there it is, the first down. Terry McLaurin catches it and goes out of bounds at the 3. That'll bring up 1st and goal to go right from that spot. So it is 1st and goal to go from the 3. That's going to bring in Armani Rogers. Okay, he'll come in. 1st and goal to go from the 3. Five. Uh-oh. 2 through 4 or a 12. Otherwise, it's no gain. No, it's just no gain. Okay. Now we'll take that over the alternative. So Robinson gets nothing. There's no fumble. 2nd and goal to go. All right, we're going to try a throw here. Vegas. What do I want them to do? I'd say they play to pass. I think they're going to try to, based upon what I've seen, run. Oh, then they missed. 5. That doesn't matter. Nothing's there. Incomplete. And we're looking for Armani Rogers, and as fate would have it, and nobody was there. Okay. 3rd down and goal to go from the 3. Now the Raiders are thinking playing the pass here. 6 on a flat. It does not matter because he gained 4. They need 3 for a touchdown, and that's what exactly happened. Terry McLaurin finishes the drive off with a touchdown catch. 3 yards from Taylor Heineke. And Washington is back in the lead, but by how much? How about 4? The extra point is good. So there we go. I think the offenses have finally woken up, ladies and gentlemen. About time. I'm starting to get very worried this was going to be a defensive slugfest, but there you go. McLaurin, a 3-yard TD catch pass from Taylor Heineke, and this one is now 17-13 in favor of the Commanders with 10.5 remaining in the game. This is still anyone's game, but it looks like the offenses have finally woken up. Let's hope that is the case, otherwise, yikes. All right, Raiders find themselves driving. They just had some few nice Josh Jacobs runs, and now roughing the passing penalty to go along with it. I'll leave it up to your imagination whether or not it was legit or not, because we all know how the NFL works with that. All right, 1st and 10. 4:45 left in this 4th quarter. 9. Jacobs is going to start with a 2-yard run. He's almost up to 100 yards, by the way. Very nice. Nice recovery. 2nd and 8. I'm going to, let's see, Washington. I think they're going to try and get two more clocks and start going for the pass. Oh, I guess wrong. Oh, dear. Okay, 11 on an end run. Guess wrong. This could be a problem. Oh, that was close. If I had rolled a 12, that would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's a 2-yard gain. 4-yard gain, excuse me. Because I guessed it wrong. So Jacobs gets 4 more. He gets pushed out, and we're left with a 3rd and what appears to be a 4. Jacobs is now up over 100 yards. Okay, excellent. 3rd and 4. All right, 3rd and 4. Let's try it. They just need to get to the 7 and nothing more. 9 on a flat. To the receiver, to Renfro. To the penalty box. Yeah. Oh, Washington, you were offsides. What the heck? Oh, that's going to be an automatic 1st down because it's 5 yards. Oh, it would have been an incomplete pass. Instead, someone on Washington lined up a little bit offsides. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen. All right. 1st and goal to go, apparently, now. Darn, this is where I would bring up Foster Moreau, but he's currently not here, so... There we go. I'll bring in my fullback now. All right. 1st and goal to go. Here we go. They're going to misplay this as a run. All right. They need 6 for the touchdown, and they... got it! Touchdown! They would have gotten 8. They instead needed, but they only needed 6. And look at that. It's Darren Waller a 2nd time. It's the 2nd TD catch of the game. He has not done too much, but hey, we'll take 2 touchdowns. That's always a good sign. Extra point, meanwhile, is good. No penalty. All right, there we go. Wait, Carlson has 2 extra points. Why does it say only has 1? Well, would you look at that, folks? The offenses did finally woke up as the Raiders have scored 14 of their 20 points in this 4th quarter alone. Darren Waller what was that, a 6-yard TD strike from Derek Carr or something along those lines? I don't even remember. Folks, we got a game. The Raiders are back out in front in what's turning out to be a barn burner at the very end here. 2017, Washington has 3:30 to respond to this. Second down. I'm just going to run it. This will be, Raiders will play for the pass. It's going to go to the 2-minute warning anyways. Uh-oh. 2 through 4 or a 12. Reroll. It's a fumble! And the Raiders get it! Oh dear, that was a bad choice. Oh, yikes! That might be the game. The Commanders tried to run it with Robinson on a random second down play, and instead he loses the football. Not ideal. Oh, he's injured. I'm not going to... We'll reroll. Chandler Jones forces it, and it's picked up, we'll say, by Andrew Billings. Oh, man, that is the second Commanders turnover they've had, too. Oh, darn. That is a pretty bad, harsh blow for the Commanders. The only saving grace is that they have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning ahead of them. So this is not really the end of the world if they can stop the Commanders and maybe hold them to a field goal. But it's certainly not the best, most ideal thing ever. All right, we'll just stick with this. There's 2:15 remaining here. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 38. Yes. No, the 39, excuse me. All right. They're in Carlson's field goal range. That would push the lead to Washington needing a touchdown, but so be it. All right. I think we know where this is going towards, but anyways, 1st and 10 as I drop my dice on the floor. 11 on a line buck. And Jacobs goes back a yard as we hit the 2-minute warning, so that kind of feels like a timeout, even though it technically isn't. 2nd and 11. All right, now we're rolling on his card, and he gets 4. And Washington produces a timeout. That is their first. So it's basically now 3rd and 7. All right, we're going to try. You know where I'm going with this. Washington kind of figures there might be a pass. All right, this hasn't worked, so let's see what we got. 12 on a flat. It's a 3-yard completion, and even worse, Devontae Adams got pushed out. So Washington doesn't even need to use a timeout. Worst case scenario for the Raiders there. That was not supposed to happen. I am going to go for the 50-yard field goal, but this is not ideal. All right, 50 yards for Carlson, 2 through 8 or 12. He's good. Kick is up. Well, it's good, but what's this penalty? Oh, the Commanders were offsides. Wait a minute. I might accept this. I'm going to! It's a 1st down! Oh, you idiots! The Commanders were offsides, and because it was 4th and 4, it's a 1st down. Oh, a bad penalty from the Commanders. Oh, you idiots. Oh, dang it. Well, that was just unfortunate, but that's been par for the course for this game. So now that the Commanders Raiders can waste more time here and can possibly end the game. All right, 1st and 10 again from the 28. That was not supposed to happen. A yard, and now Washington has to take timeouts. That would be number 2, as Jacobs only picks up a yard. 2nd and 9, do it again. 10 on an off tackle, another yard, another timeout. Washington no longer has any. I'm going to run it. I'm very content with a field goal, honestly. All right, 3rd and 8. 7. Well, I tried to push it as far as I could, but nope. Obviously, the Raiders will not be in any hurry, so they get the full effect here. We're down to 52 seconds, and Carlson gets another field goal attempt. He made the first one. Let's see if he can make this one. This time it's from 43. The kick is away, and I believe Carlson should be good, barely, but it's still good. Oh, yeah, he's good. He makes this one, too. Look at that. And now there's 45 seconds instead of twice as much time. Look at that. So that worked out perfectly for the Raiders there. All right. Technically, the Commanders can still tie it with a touchdown. And then the extra point afterwards can win it. That's what they need. They get 45 seconds and no timeouts. That's the situation here. Not a good one if you're the Commanders. Raiders up by 6. Let's see what we got. Okay, hold up. No. And this is where I bust out one of my new rules. The squib kick rule. Hooray! We're going to bust it out. It's the first time I'm actually using this, but this is one of the new rule changes. We're going to squib kick it. All right. So to start this off, we're going to add 25. So let's see. Raiders will kick it off. It's a 9. What normally would be a touchback. It goes to the 20. So the Washington will receive it at the 20. That's the way this works. And now we just roll on the returner. Only, well, first off, 1 or 2. I'm calling it 2, and then I subtract 15 from whatever this is. 6. So just a meager 4 yards. So that's how squib kicks work. But the bottom line, the most important part, we waste more time. So now they only get 37 seconds instead of 45. All right, I'm fine with that. Perfectly fine with that. Obviously, a field goal does absolutely 0 here for the Commander. So it's either got to be score a touchdown or this game ends. I have to bring in Armani Rogers. This is not ideal, but so be it. You know what? Robinson just in case, but chances are I'm going to be flinging the ball towards my receivers at will. All right, 1st and 10 from the 24. I can afford one play where I get out of bounds, but that's really it. Man, I'm going to try to hurry up a little bit. So let me try to set that up first. McLaurin first, 1st and 10. Obviously, the Raiders are playing the pass. That one, I think, should be known. All right, let's try it. Probably will have 3 plays minimum. 2 on a short. Ooh. He does not go out, so this is going to have to be a hurry up here. So they get 12. So it'll be 1st and 10, and then they'll spike it to make it 2nd. So that's 12 yards to McLaurin. All right. Let's try it again. This is now 2nd down. I'm allowed to do it to the same one, but we'll do it to Samuel this time. All right. 12 on another short. Nope, incomplete. Probably should have gone long. Now I have no choice but to really chuck it long, don't I? Well, I got enough time for one more. So this is 3rd down. All right, 3rd and 10. 5 on a short. A sack pretty much ends the game, by the way, as a minor note. To the receiver, they're just going to have enough time to spike this, by the way. It's McLaurin who... Ooh! Oh, wait, went wrong one. All right, oh, there we go. 15 yards for him. That's the first. And they will spike it on first down with exactly a minute left. Second left. So McLaurin gets 15 there. So Raiders are just basically trying to play prevent defense. And now here comes the moment of truth. Hail Mary for the win. They need 49 to pull this off. And instead, I think Doxson's actually the best shot at this. So Doxson gets this call. He's got the best chance. He's got a long pass on a 6 as opposed to McLaurin having one on a 4 and a 5. I'll take the 6. So here we go. All right, long pass. Oh, God. Good luck. All right. There we go. For the win. 7 out long. That's a fun way for this game to end. It ends on a sack. Game over. Isn't that wonderful? Heineke tried to warm up, fire one, but his offensive line couldn't hold in time, and just before he releases it, he gets clobbered by 2 individuals. He gets clobbered by... You know what? We're going to say Max Crosby gets credit for one of those sacks. Yeah, he'll get credit for the whole thing. So Max Crosby hits him right at the end. We haven't seen him from that. I'll give Crosby credit for that sack. And unfortunately, that's how the game ends, with a giant FUD. Oh, dear. For a split second, I thought they had that one, but alas... The Raiders pull it off, 23-17. They win to go to 1-0. All right, well, this is the final carnage, 23-17. What nice of the Raiders to show up at to wait till the very end to show up there. It better that than nothing at all. So, 23-17. Derek Carr, that just looks ugly. They still got the win, but my goodness, those are just some ugly stats. That nice completion percentage, that's just bad. Rating of 81.3, but he threw 2 touchdowns and a pick. The pick kind of came on the last play of the first half, so I can't really fault him for that, but still. Just an ugly game. Josh Jacobs, 34 for 106. You see Devontae Adams had 9 for 143. He did well. I'm apparently, hey, I'm trying to read this. Hit a button on my mouse. Darren Waller had 2 touchdown catches. Carlson really came to play. Good for him. 3 field goals, 2 extra points. Very nice day for him. The defense actually did some work too. 3 sacks. Chandler Jones, Perriman, and Max Crosby. They forced a fumble. They got a pick. So the defense actually did their part too. So I guess it's like almost like they need a new quarterback or something. Might want to try looking into a 4th-round rookie or Gardner Minshew. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. They should take that recommendation. As for the Commanders, well, this is just at least a little less ugly, but just as bad. Heineke, 274, 2 touchdowns and a pick. The pick, I think, came towards... I don't remember. Robinson had that critical fumble towards the end of the 4th quarter, though. That's going to haunt him, unfortunately. Both McLaurin and Curtis Samuel go over 100 yards and have a TD each. Joey Sly, well, he missed 2 field goals. That would have technically tied the game, but alas, no dice there. And just 2 sacks and a pick for the Commanders' defense. So, all in all, the Raiders start off 1-0. They begin their campaign with another win. The Commanders are sitting now at 0-1. Whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing in the NFC is a wholly different story. So anyways, that's going to do it from me here from Washington. Again, Raiders pull off 23-17, and good to see both road teams manage to pull it out in this week. So anyways, we're back to just 1 game next week. The matchup will be to determined, of course, but I'll announce it maybe close by or something. I don't know. Anyways, that's all from me. You know what buttons to hit, the like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you next week for another exciting week of, the thing we just did. Sorry, it's still way too early for that. Thanks, everyone. Good night.